Hello, I'm back with Gonu's story. So today is day 6 and this is the 6th story in a row. So let's hear it out because it's going to be a lengthy one. So all ears please. Okay, so Gonu was well known for his wit and repartee, who used to entertain kings and ministers in funny instances. King was very much impressed with Gonu. Few ministers were jealous, which is quite obvious, right? So few of the ministers were quite jealous of his growing popularity in the kingdom and respect in the eyes of the king. These few ministers wanted to get rid of him at any cost. And among them was a barber who wanted Gonu to be out of his way miserably. The barber was proud of his intelligence and so took up the task of getting rid of Gonu. The grave of king's father was in a garden of the kingdom where king used to visit daily and pay homage to his father. One such day, the king found a letter. Dear son Hari, this is what the letter reads. So, dear son Hari, I know you love me so much and I'm so happy with the time spent there with you. I'm facing problem in my prayer. Please send Gonu for my assistance. There is a graveyard to the east of village. You will find a heap of brick there. Seat him on it, put planks and set him on fire. He will directly reach to me. I will send him back after few days. Scary, right? Blessings, your father. So this was a letter from the king's father. The king got perplexed after reading the letter. Logical argument started in king's head on reading the letter. He was unable to zero on any conclusion whether it was really his father or it was any conspiracy. King was aware of Gonu's popularity. The king returned to his kingdom and informed the ministers regarding the letter. Gonu's enemies became happy, in fact elated, ecstatic, and started murmuring, Gonu is so lucky for getting the opportunity to serve King's father in heaven. Gonu is a saintly soul that he is going to visit King's father in his other life. I do not have such luck. I would have happily accepted the offer if we were approached, if I were approached. And so many fuss. Hearing all of these, the barber said, Lord will be unhappy if Gonu does not go, as he has asked him to come personally. Not all are capable, that's why Lord has asked for Gonu's assistance. King was in deep thoughts over this issue and thought of going straight to Gonu as last resort. Gonu had been listening to all of these quietly and was able to smell something fishy in the whole incident. During whole time, he was trying to devise a way to deal with the situation. When the king approached Gonu with this issue, he asked for 3 things. 3 months' time. Second, until he returns from heaven, the king needs to pay 10,000 per month to his family. And thirdly, he needed 50,000 before going to heaven so that he could arrange all stuffs for his family members. King was surprised to listen to Gonu and his demands. Are you ready to go? Will you really go to heaven, Gonu? The king asked. Yes, of course, my lord. You do not even worry a bit. I will go to heaven and help your father and come back, said Gonu, a confident Gonu. The king accepted Gonu's demands with a heavy heart. Some ministers who loved Gonu were tensed, and some who were jealous of him were happy on listening that Gonu has agreed to go to heaven. The barber was very much happy to know his plan was working in his favor. Soon 3 months passed and everybody gathered at the graveyard located to the east of village to bid adieu, tada, to Gonu. Everybody from the village except few ministers were sad and crying. But there was not a single wrinkle on Gonu's face. He was smiling and confident, usual. He smilingly sat on the pile of bricks, as written in the letter. Planks were put on him and he was set on fire. The barber and ministers were happy to get rid of Gonu. Days passed, months passed. Everybody, including the king, were sad by the absence of Gonu. One day, the king was discussing something and about Gonu. And suddenly, one guard came running to the king and said, Gonu was sighted coming to the kingdom. Gonu has put a good amount of weight and he was rather healthier than before. The barber was in sweat. He was sweating. Gonu came before the king and said, Lord, I am coming from heaven and your dad is healthy, absolutely healthy. But his hair and beard has grown long and needs a shave very badly. The barber started running after listening to Gonu and seeing himself in the trap. But the soldiers got hold of him and presented before the king. You were speaking too much when Gonu was going to heaven the previous time. Why are you scared now? Said the king. On sensing that if he does not disclose the matter before court, he will have to die, the barber said everything in detail about how he wrote the letter and placed at the king's father's tomb to get rid of Gonu Jha. Gonu Jha knows black magic, and so he was out of fire without a single burn, said the disturbed and fearful barber. Gonu was asked to explain how he dodged death from fire and returned after 6 months. After seeing the letter, I secretly started investigating and came to know the involvement of the barber in this. I would have told these without proof. No one would have believed me. So I thought of getting the person behind this caught red-handed, said the proud Gonu Jha. The barber was punished and sentenced imprisonment, while Gonu Jha was given away prize for his bravery and presence of mind. After all, this is what he is known for, right? So, bye-bye and hail Gonu Jha. Yes, right. Take care. See you tomorrow.